Every 11 seconds, an older adult is treated at the emergency room for a fall. As we age, most of us are going to lose some strength, coordination, flexibility, and balance, primarily through inactivity, making it easier to fall. The National Council on Aging tells us that the number one step you can take to prevent a fall is to find an exercise and balance program that focuses on balance, strength, and flexibility. Well, that's what we do here. We do this in all of our videos. So today we're going to practice our balance. So find yourself some sturdy shoes, or you can be barefoot. I need you to find a sturdy chair to hold on to, or even better yet, a wall that you can hold on to, okay? Or maybe a narrow hallway where you can use both walls, because we're going to do some movement. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like and comment at the end. I'll meet you back here. Let's get started. We're going to begin with a very basic balance. But as we go, I will challenge you. So I want you to stop at the point where you're not comfortable anymore, even with that wall or chair nearby. As your balance improves, it will get easier. All right, so to begin, we're going to have our chair or a wall right next to us. We're going to put our favorite foot in front. We've all got one. And we're going to pretend that we're on a balance beam. So your balance beam may be pretty narrow, or you may widen your feet for a wider balance beam. This gives me more stability. Okay. As I get more comfortable, I can make my balance beam more narrow, creating space between my heel and toe. That gives me a little bit more control. But the most challenging you could do is to put that heel right by your toe. We stand nice and tall, shoulders roll back and down, and we've got our chair to hold on to, and we try to balance here. Now, just with that one foot in front of the other, you're going to feel your ankles working. They're going to start shaking a little bit. See my little movement I'm doing. Now, you take breaks when you need to, but you're going to hang out right here for a while. And I want you to remember a few things. One, we never look down. I find everyone always looking down on this one. I need your chin up, even if you peek down to the floor. I find it helps if you find a fixed object out in front of you and focus on it. If you don't need your chair, your arms are out. Even tougher, your arms are up. You've got lots of options here today. Notice when you pick up those arms how much those ankles move a little bit more. All right, we're going to do a little bit more sensation if you're ready. My legs are already getting tired just hanging out here. All right, shoulders back and down, my chair's nearby. I'm going to first look right. Keep your chin lifted. Look to the right wall and then back, and feel what that does to your bottom leg. All right, let's look left. Good, do that a few times. Come out and shake out those legs if you need a break. You're gaining strength just from doing these moves. All right, some of you might be ready for more. Instead of looking at the wall, look at your fingertips. That's tougher. How about the other fingertip? Good. Do a few of these. And then I'm going to give those legs a little bit of a break because it's hard. Good job. Shake out that bottom leg. I am feeling it on my left hip, strengthening and shooting all the way down my leg into my foot, my calves, and my shins. All right, so we are going to do the other leg in front. We're going to do the same thing. So now you've got to put your other foot. You might be a little bit less confident with the other foot in front, so maybe you need to space out your feet. Chin up, shoulders back and down. One arm out perhaps, maybe both. Remember, do what works for you today. You've got to continue to work on the balance. We lose our balance before we lose our strength or our flexibility. Anybody ready for a head turn? We could look left. Back to the front, we could look right. Taking it back and forth as slowly as you need. If you want more sensation, look at the fingertips instead of the wall. That makes it harder. Ooh, feel my ankle shaking now. Good. One more time each direction, and we'll give those legs a break. Very good. Release. Shake out those feet. Now, this balance can be done anytime. I always tell my classes, when you're talking to family or friends, watching your favorite show, find your wall, find your chair. Countertops are great. Practice this. You've got to practice it every day. All right, we're moving on. So if this is static balance, now we're doing some dynamic balance with movement. So that's why I cued the hallway, because you've got something to hold on to the whole time you're walking, and it doesn't go away. The chair's gonna go away after a couple steps. So if you have a chair today, you will stop when you're comfortable or that hand is about to leave the chair, and you'll just do more reps back and forth. All right, we're gonna start with that right foot in front again. Find your balance beam, whether you're heel toe, which is the hardest, or you're staggered, or you've got space between those feet. We're standing tall, shoulders back and down. If you're using the chair, go as far back as you can where you can still have that chair. If you're at the wall, doesn't matter. Just make sure you don't knock down a picture. All right, arms out. One hand at the chair or arm out, you get to choose. We're gonna take the back foot, set it right in front of the toe if possible, and then step again. Slow and controlled, forwards and backwards. When you need that chair, you're about to lose it, you stop, and then you walk in reverse. That's a little tougher. Remember to listen to your body, going forwards and backwards. All right, I'm gonna add some more sensation to it. If you're not comfortable adding on from here, stay with this. All right, as you take your left foot in front, look left. As you take your right foot in front, look right. Good. And then step back. Just continue with your head turns. Doesn't matter which direction you look, as long as you're looking. All right, anybody wanna look at fingertips instead? That's even tougher. So every move that we do can be progressed, making it a little tougher, making those legs stronger. Good job. Bring it on down, roll it on out. Now, since we did stepping in both directions, we don't have to switch sides because we've already done it. But you can do a second set if you want to pause me, because that's a good one to repeat. All right, I'm gonna move on to even more sensation now. Not only are we gonna be moving, we're gonna be holding our balance. So the wall is very important on this one if you're a beginner. The chair, if you're a little bit more advanced. We're gonna stand nice and tall. We're gonna step a foot forwards and then pick up the back foot. Good, so in my example, I've got my left foot forwards, I'm picking up the right, and I'm gonna set down my right foot and pick up the left. You don't have to lift it high, but you do have to balance on one foot back and forth. Good. You're getting this pretty well, and you want a little bit more sensation. You try to flex the back foot. Take your heel towards your bottom. Feel the squeeze. I'm getting a hamstring curl while I'm here. Set the foot down. Maybe try to lift the knee higher. Okay. Make it as slow and controlled as you can. More sensation, let's add some arms to it. Arms up is always tougher than arms out. Arms down. Very good, one more time. Excellent job. All right, shake it on out. Now we've got to do the other side. We don't want to be uneven on that because I got some good work here on my right glute from those hamstring curls. And then I got some hip flexor strengthening from lifting that left knee. All right, so now we're going to switch. What foot do I put in front now? All right, I'm going to do a hamstring curl on the left leg this time. So first I take a step forward, make sure that chair's in front of you or the wall. And then I'm gonna pick up my left heel, take it towards my bottom. Oops, sorry, gotta start small, right? Small step. And then take that left foot back, pick up the right foot. You can put your toe down to modify, that is fine. Go back again. At first you just try to get the balance aspect before you start working a little bit more strength. Can you make it flowing a little smoother? Good, chin up, shoulders back and down. Anybody want to add some arms to it? Arms down with the hamstring curl. Arms up with the right knee lifting. Good. Try to take that heel a little higher, maybe the knee a little higher. Looking good. The beautiful thing about working balance is once you've mastered something, there's always something harder you can do. Bring it on down. Shake it on out. Roll out your shoulders. If you need a sip of water, grab a sip of water. All right, so now we're going to move. We're going to work this outer hip, strengthening it, strengthening the bottom leg while we balance. So I'm going to start balancing on my right foot. I'm going to have to move my chair off to the right. If you're using the right wall, then even better. All right, I'm gonna step to the back of my chair and I'm gonna have my right foot in front, shoulders back and down. Good, and I call this one a swizzle. You can call it whatever you like. We're gonna step onto the right foot. I've got my chair for the first time to practice this. I'm gonna take my left heel out and forwards, and then I shift the weight forwards, and I just lift up that back heel. Now I shift the weight back until I'm solid on that right foot, swizzle that left leg back out. So I'm going forwards and backwards, transferring the weight. And it's that side motion that makes it tough. All right, one thing I want to point out, because I always cue this in class, I always see it. When people take their leg out to the side, they always turn their toe. Yes, I get some good work here, but I want to close it down and work my glute and outer hip. That's where we get weak, is right there. So we'll go back. So remember, shoelaces to the front of the room. That's usually how I cue it. Looking good. All right, one more step harder. That chair's right there if I need it. I'm gonna look left as I kick. Whoa, well, that's tough on your balance. We're just looking left on this one. Every time that foot goes out, look that direction. And then if you don't need the chair, arm out, arms up, arm out, arms down. Just some options for you. Very good. All right, shake it on out. You should have felt that working in your left hip. So now your chair's on the other side, or you're finding the opposite wall, or you just do a half turn at your wall. All right, left foot is in front, shoulders back and down. We shift our weight onto that left foot. We're gonna take this right foot with shoelaces to the front of the room, kick it out, bring it in front and shift the weight. We step back. Good, and as we get more comfortable, we try to lose the chair. Very good. Right, next up, head turn if we're comfortable. Head turn to the right. Shift the weight forwards on the right foot. Step back on the left. And look to the right again. Left hand is always near my chair. Ooh, should I need it? So these little bobbles that I'm doing, those are actually wonderful, because if you lose your balance out on the sidewalk or wherever you are, and you have practiced losing your balance and recovered, like in these sessions like this, you have a greater chance of catching yourself outside and not falling. One more time. Anybody want to go arms up? Did I reverse it? Did I have my arms up last time? Doesn't matter, as long as the arms are flowing. and then release. Good. Now I feel it over on my right hip getting stronger. Good job. All right, on this last balance, I am pretending that I am stepping over some large objects. So maybe stuffed animals on the floor. Maybe you're at your grandchildren's house and their toys are scattered all over the floor and you've got to make your way across the room. Well, not a problem because I've practiced it already. So we're going to start with our left foot in front. Again, we're at the back of the chair or at our wall. We're going to stand nice and tall. And this is the one that would really be helpful for you to do down your hallway, because I would love for you to take 5 to 10 steps forwards before you come backwards. So I'm going to take my right foot, I'm going to pick it up like I'm stepping over something large, and then I plant my foot. So notice I have to balance on one foot for a while. Pick it up and hold, and I've already losing my chair, so that's my last step at the chair. And then I take it back and take it back. Good. So you go as slow as possible. You're in slow motion. And you just practice stepping over these large objects. Now, every time we go up and down stairs, there is that moment where you are picking up a foot to take a step and you have to have the strength to balance on that leg. So this move is excellent for that. Everyday examples. Very good. One more time. Good job. Now, if you've gone up and down a long hallway, you don't have to switch sides. But if you've been at the chair, like me, then we'll just switch it on out. We'll take the left foot, step it forwards. Pick up the back foot, step it forwards. Good job. Make sure your chin's up. I catch a lot of folks looking down on moves like this, trying not to step on those objects. And why do we not want to look down? The reason you don't want to look down is the minute I look down, I'm going to show you from the side. The minute I look down, look at what just happened to my posture. I'm already headed down, okay? I need to keep my body weight upright, because the minute you start falling forward, should I trip and stumble, it's a losing battle, right? Your momentum takes you away. If you don't have the strength to catch you, bad news. All right, so these are some great balance exercises that you can do anytime. You don't even have to go get your workout clothes on. You just have to have your sturdy shoes or bare feet and practice. Practice makes close to perfect. Thanks for working out with me.